Hey everyone, Dan Wickline here with another episode of Professional Raconteur. And there's something we really need to talk about. Ever since Marvel had their D23 panel and announced some of the additional TV shows for the Disney Plus channel, I have been seeing video after video with one erroneous line popping up over and over again. And that line is that Moon Knight is Marvel's Batman. Please, stop saying it. It's not true. Now, I know you look at a guy like Moon Knight and you think, Moon Knight, the Dark Knight, he's got a cloak, he's got a helicopter that looks like his symbol, and he's got a bunch of gadgets. And he's got a guy flying the helicopter for him. It's Batman. But it's not. I know that it's real simple looking, but think about it this way. The origin of Batman is a young kid, loses his parents, has his family's wealth, uses the money to build himself the technology to change the world and save his city or whatever. That's Tony Stark in the Marvel Universe. Iron Man is Marvel's Batman in a lot of ways. Now, when Doug Minch and Don Perlin created Moon Knight, maybe they were thinking about Batman. I'll give you that. But it was an episode of, or an issue of Werewolf by Night, number 32 in 1975. He was a throwaway character hired by the committee to bring in Jack Russell. Not the terrier, the guy who's a werewolf. Anyway, so he's given an injection of werewolf blood that makes it so that when he's out at night during the full moon, he has super strength. He's stronger and stuff. That's Moon Knight when he was created. So when he was made to look like Batman, that's what they were thinking. But when he got popular and they brought him back in Marvel Spotlight a year or so later, they gave him a real origin. And what they said was, oh, well, him working for the committee was he's really a good guy. He was trying to infiltrate the committee to help bring them down. Great. So they start building an origin story for him. Well, the origin story they gave him is definitely not Batman. It's the Shadow. Think about it. The Shadow is Kent Allard, who's a soldier, gets shot down in foreign country, ends up learning the ways of the mystics and Tibetan culture, and comes back as the Shadow, takes on the persona of Rich Lamont Cranston, as well as having a bunch of other personas, and transforms into the Shadow, and he almost seems psychotic, like a split personality between the two. That's Moon Knight. Moon Knight's Mark Spector. He goes over to work for Bushman in Egypt and gets wounded when he doesn't want to kill Marlene's father, and ends up dying at the foot of Khonshu's statue, who brings him back and to make him the Fist of Khonshu. And when he comes back, he takes on the persona of Stephen Grant, the millionaire, and he has Marlena as his girlfriend, and he has the persona of Jake Lockley to drive around in a cab to get information. The Shadow had an actual cabbie named Mo. Frenchie is that equivalent, but he flies the helicopter instead. I mean, even the character of Frenchie is a soldier pilot. He's not the butler like Alfred is. So we really have to stop saying that Moon Knight is Marvel's Batman, because Moon Knight is Marvel's The Shadow. Completely different. And if you really take a look at the characters, you'll see that. Now, all that said, I am really excited to see the upcoming Marvel series. And again, I really wish it was tied to the Daredevil stuff that was going on over at Netflix, because I thought that was great, and I thought Moon Knight would fit in there perfectly, and I still have a hope for all that to mesh together again. I don't see it. But I'm excited to see Moon Knight. And, of course, when they made the announcement, I saw a bunch of casting. And I don't think they should go younger. My first thought of who I'd like to see is Mark Spector. Matt Bomer. I know he's playing in Doom Patrol right now as Negative Man, and he's doing an amazing job. But I think he could pull off all the different aspects of Moon Knight. The Mark Spector role of the soldier, the Stephen Grant role of the millionaire, and the Jake Lockley role of the cabbie. Because you see that kind of stuff when Bomer was playing Neil Caffrey on White Collar. So I think Bomer would be a great choice. I'm sure there's a lot of other great choices out there. The thing that's making me laugh right now are all the people trying to cast She-Hulk or fan cast She-Hulk, because they're coming up with these big fighter women or muscle, MMA women. And Marvel isn't doing that anymore. Marvel isn't casting for body type. They cast Mark Ruffalo as the Hulk. You don't look at Mark Ruffalo and go, yeah, he's the Hulk. No, he's going to wear a gray suit with gray pajamas with balls on it, and they're going to do a CGI version of the Hulk. Well, that's what they're going to do with She-Hulk. So they could cast anybody to be Jennifer Walters and still have a good-looking She-Hulk. So I don't see the fan casting of She-Hulk right now being a good idea. Plus, they're far away from casting that, just like they're far away from casting Moon Knight. But I'd like to see Matt Bomer as Moon Knight. So, but if you take anything away from this video, please stop saying that Moon Knight is Marvel's Batman. He's the Shadow. See y'all soon.